You're not even twerking.
I'm twerking, you whore! Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be us chatting a lot about products that didn't work for me. I don't know why sometimes I feel like people are scared to talk about products that didn't work for them. I find it to be a great thing because not everything is all peachy, and sometimes makeup just doesn't work, and it doesn't mean the brand sucks, and it doesn't mean the whole collection sucks, and it doesn't mean it'll suck for everybody. It just means it didn't work for me, and I feel like we should all talk about it. Like, if it doesn't work, say it didn't work. So I have actually a lot of product to talk about. I have a bad bin now, which is inspired from Tati. And I used to have like makeup that didn't work for me all over the place, but now I have like a designated bin that's right behind this little curtain thing. And every time something doesn't work out for me in a video or I test it out and I'm just not feeling it, I put it in the bin and then we can talk about it in a dedicated video like this one today. Also, if I'm looking a little bit less dramatic today, it's because I'm rocking my natural lashes. Who is she? I don't know who I am anymore. I've lost my identity. I'm not wearing false lashes. Oh my God. I am in pre-film mode actually right now because I'm going on a vacation with my best friends in the world and I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm counting down the freaking days. Anyways, without further ado, my armpits are sticking together because I'm hot. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. But girl, we gotta rewind it because we have to sing the song. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe and become a lordly today. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So these earrings aren't heavy. Every time I wear big earrings, that's like a huge thing in the comment section. They're not heavy. They're really comfortable. I swear they are. I'm not lying to you. First, I really wanted to love these so much, but they just didn't work out for me. These are the Bobbi Brown highlighting powders. Now, Sun-Kissed Glow, and I actually have a few of them, and I'm not going to get rid of them because I still just want them to work for me. Bobbi Brown did send these to me. I played with them, and they're just so light and natural, and whenever I look at it, I'm like, wow, wham, bam, look at that glory and beauty. And then I went in with it. They're quite dusty, too. But I went in with it, and I'm going to town. And if you can see, that is all the glow that you get. So subtle. This is the type of highlight I like, just being dead ass. Like, this is what I like, and doesn't even come close to it. So they also have this one, and again, I'll flip the brush over to the other side. It's just not that creamy feeling either, which is okay. I like some dry highlights. You can see the brush is like loaded up. Going to town. And then this is the results. So it's not my cup of tea. They're just so natural, and that's okay. If you actually love a natural highlight, you might adore these. They didn't work out for me. I'm not here for it. It ain't my thing. Chicken wing. Let's move right along. The next product that did not work out for me is a primer. This is by Dermalogica. They're up and coming with a lot of cool new things, and I do appreciate that. However, this one just didn't work for me. I actually tested this out the first time doing Manny's makeup, and I was like, oh, girl, no. And then I gave it another try, and I was just like, it's not here for me. It's very thick feeling and very, I don't know, it's one of those pore minimizing. It does make the skin feel so incredibly smooth or matte, but it still feels so heavy on the skin. Like, the primer itself doesn't feel lightweight, and it just feels like I put on an extra coat of makeup before I put on my makeup, so it's too heavy for me. It's too much makeup. I like a light feeling primer that's almost like my skin absorbs it, or, you know, it just rubs right in and it doesn't feel too heavy. But this product was just a little bit too thick for me, and it smells so mentholy and strong. I didn't really care for that, and that is why this didn't work out for me. But it does blur the skin really, really well. But the other thing, the cons just outweigh the pros for it. Let's not stop the party there. This is an old product that I bought a long time ago, and I hung on to it, and now I'm like, why did you keep hanging on to it, girlfriend? Just let it go. Because I tried it out again the other day, and I realized I don't like it. I don't know why I still have it in my drawer, so we're going to talk about it. I don't know if you guys know about the brand Inglot. They're somewhat a pro brand, and I like a lot of their stuff, especially their eyeshadow pigments, but their high definition luminizing loose powder is not a hit for me. It's the yellow banana shade that I have, and I was like, yes, matte powder. you know, rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. And it has so much shine, it almost looks like a highlight. So just like setting the face in the under eye with this, I was like, girl, let me actually try it on this hand where I don't have the highlighter. Just rubbing it in. It has so much sheen to it and shine. It will flash back on you. And not only that, it just emphasizes wrinkles, creases, sparkle, glitter under the under eye, texture. So all around, luminizing setting powder, a bust for me. I don't recommend. While we're talking about powder, I'll just go ahead and tell you why I didn't like this one. I bought this one recently from Sephora. It is the Beauty Amplifier. I've been trying to play a little bit more with Sephora brand products because I don't know a lot about their products, and they don't really seem to advertise that much about their products. So I've been dabbling with it, and this didn't work out for me. I thought it was going to be kind of like a Laura Mercier or Too Faced situation, and it wasn't that at all because it flashes back to the holy gods in heaven. If you have oily skin and you aren't going to be taking pictures with the flash, you might like this, but my skin is oily in some areas, dry in some areas, so it doesn't work for me. And I always take pictures with the flash because I'm an influencer and girlfriend. We are always flashing that camera. So this is like my worst nightmare, and it didn't work out for me. So I'm not going to recommend it to you guys. Next up is a concealer, and I don't have the lighter shades in it because I already got rid of them. But this is the Ofra Sculpting Concealer, and I remembered loving this product oddly enough, and I used it not too long ago, and the product just, it actually blends out pretty nice, but the lighter shades didn't have enough coverage. God only knows what I did with it. And not only that, I found it to get a little bit creasy throughout the day. Not the worst concealer in the world. I don't hate it, but they're definitely not my favorite, and I don't ever tend to grab them. So I figure it's time to let them go. We'll talk about it in the video, and we'll move on with our life and a better concealer. The next product I want to talk about, I feel like I've mentioned before, probably in a disappointments or products I regret buying or products I don't like video, there's multiple titles for these videos, is the Milk Makeup Cream Eyeshadows. It's the eye pigment, and I got really excited about these because they are so pigmented, but whenever I applied it to my eyelid, girl, we were chipping away more than a bag of chips. What? It was crusting, and it was falling on top of all of my lashes. It looked a hot mess. It didn't wear very well, so I gave it a second try, and whenever I gave it a second try, it wore just a little bit better. Still not my favorite product in the world, but I will tell you it wore better because I used so much less product. Like just a dab, and then I like would smoke it out like that. You don't get quite as much pigment whenever you use less product. It's more like that than like this, but I was trying to get this much color, but it really, if you get like a little bit of color out of these, not too much, that's when it doesn't crease and it doesn't crack. But now whenever you're trying to get the max color, something like this, girl, by the time it dries, it's a hot ass mess. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I still don't typically reach for them. They are doable and they are usable. They aren't the worst thing in the world for sure, but I just like loads of color, and whenever I try to do it, it didn't work. Next product we're going to talk about is the Glowing Balm from the Estee Edit. Unfortunately, the Estee Edit has RIP'd and is no longer with us. Estee Lauder kicked the brand to the curb, and we don't have the Estee Edit anymore, so you might be able to scoop up a few pieces if you want at TJ Maxx. I know I saw some pieces there. This is a makeup balm, so it is very BB creamish, and it has some tint to it. However, me just wearing this product out for long hours, I look like a greasy chicken fry. No coverage, which these typically don't, but overall my appearance did not look that pretty. So I do not recommend these to you, although you can't really buy them anymore. So why are we talking about it? I don't know. I just thought I would share it with you because if you do get a chance to get your hands on it, I would avoid it, especially if you have oily skin. These have such heavy glow and moisturizers in it. We both know the outcome. Okay, I don't feel like I have to say it. We both know the outcome, and I looked a hot mess. So I see this product and I'm like, no, get away from me. No. Next is Faux Mascara. So I recently tried this product out in a video and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And the other real mascaras, with like the argan oil in them, what is that wasp nest doing? Girl, you better calm down. I actually don't like their mascaras. And it's because they're so watery. I have a lot of trouble getting my lashes to stand up and be full. I'm trying to rock them and show them off today. And this is a shake one, which I was excited about because it's supposed to, cause a volume and clump free. I saw this bushy one and I thought it would give me hope, but honestly, it works just like their Argan mascaras, if not identical. It's just very watery and didn't do anything at all for my lashes, just made them look a little bit blacker. So I have really been loving, if you're looking for a drugstore mascara, the Voluminous Lash Paris by CoverGirl. Oh, this is not CoverGirl, L'Oreal. And I'm wearing it today. That's what it has, my lashes standing up. That one beats this one by a mile. So I don't recommend that to you, although it's fun to shake, but I don't recommend it to you. Next up is from MAC Cosmetics. This product didn't work out for me. This is the Big Brow Pencil. So it's a big chunky like brow crayon, and I get how these work if you have big beautiful brows and you just need a little bit of tint added or maybe a little bit of waxy to keep them in place. You can run this product through your brows. However, the freaking product, ready? Girl, where is it at? It's like invisible. I don't understand it. Like, okay, cool. Cool story, bro. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't show up. It does nothing. So I think the drugstore has quite a few of these that put off a little bit more pigmentation and will do a little bit more for filling in your brows or just buffing in a little bit of color and wax, whereas this one just seemed to put like a touch of wax in the brow and that's it. So I don't recommend these to you guys. Next, for another concealer is the Amazing Cosmetics Hydrate Concealer. If you have super dry under eyes, I still don't recommend it to you, but that's what this is for. And the problem with this is it had so much moisture in it and it's quite thick, if you can see, like daggum girl, look at that. But once you blend it out, you really don't get that much coverage in it. And not only that, it creeped so hard. I think it's because it's so greasy and moisturizing. It creeped so hard down into every crease in my being and soul that it emphasized it and made it look so much worse. So this product was a huge bust for me. I keep it away from me. I won't wear it again. It just, girl, the creases. And not only that, I didn't even get that much coverage from it because if you can see, it's kind of luminizing and by the time you blend it out, there really just isn't that much coverage. So next product, I know, it's a lot, is this Brow Dong Gong Men Brow. One of the reasons I don't recommend it because I bought mine and it came broken, so I don't think I properly got the chance to try it. But also, I feel like there's just way too much pigmentation, whereas the MAC one doesn't have enough. This one has too much. Can we just get a happy medium? Let me be real, I feel like it's a really cool product in theory. It's supposed to have like a sponge on the end to kind of carve out the brow and then to run the bristle through. I really think it's a cool product in theory. However, I think it's too goopy to actually be a brow product. You get way too much product, so it looks like a chunky mess, and there's way too much pigmentation. Yes, it is what you think it is a gimmick. That t-shirt is coming very soon. All right, next up, Cover FX. So in my favorites and disappointments, I talked about this highlighter from Cover FX that I don't like because, girl, it's more powder, very powdery and less luminosity, and I kind of look for very creamy products with a lot of luminosity with my highlighters. And so they have the highlighter palettes, and I dug these out, and actually I adore the cream products. It is so creamy and pigmented, but then you get down to the bottom two powder ones and they feel way even more drier than the single highlighters. They feel more dry and it's less pigmentation. So these are a bit of a buzz. These are absolutely amazing. So half the palette's good, half the palette's like, and let me swatch and show you. See that? That's one swipe and it just is glowing, 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 glowing. Just one swipe of shade number 2. However, I will tell you shade 1 and 2 pretty much look identical. So I know one's supposed to be golden, one's pink, but by the time you get on your cheeks, I can't tell a difference in the shade. But these were just very sad to me. Again, just powdery, just a powdery situation without much luminosity. So honestly, just spending your money on this, I would just go buy, if you want a cream highlight, a separate cream highlight and a separate highlighter, because you know, the palette really didn't work out for me. Now, I saved the best for last, I think, in this video because this is the most controversial thing the makeup industry has seen in a hot minute. And baby, sometimes that makeup industry, it just needs some drama. And Anastasia Beverly Hills, they came in hot with some hot drama with the Subculture palette. Oh my Lord, baby Jesus in heaven. The internet is mad about this. I've never seen more girl fights on the internet in my life. People defending the palette, people agreeing it sucks. Jesus, Lord have mercy. I think we all just need to come to our senses. If you love it, buy it. If you don't, then don't. As for me and continuing trying to use it, this is the outcome of the palette. Yes, they put on their website, only tap the colors once or twice. The biggest problem with it, besides the fallout, which to me that is the biggest problem, is the fact that they don't blend. If you watch my video, I was watching the footage, editing it, and I couldn't really see. You see more whenever you play back your footage from the camera versus, you know, while you're filming, look in the mirror. Like when you play back, you see things that you didn't see before. And every time I would blink, my crease right there would have no eyeshadow in it, and I had tons of the blue color in it. And not only that, I tried to barely tap into this blue color. It was all over my hands. It had fallen. It's all over my legs, my desk, everywhere. I was pissed. So then I started blending it on my eye. It got really patchy. It was hard to blend, and it took over the whole entire eye look. The palette is too frustrating for me to work with. And guys, I have been working with eyeshadows and makeup for years. I have been frustrated with makeup, but this pissed me off. I was like, oh my God, I hate my makeup look. I hate everything. This is so bad. Did I try to play with it a little more? Yes, I did. Because it's so controversial. I was like, girl, let me just try to love it. I can't love this palette. I don't love this palette. I'm not going to pretend to love this palette just to make people on the internet happy. I don't recommend the palette to you guys. I think it's a bust. I think their other palettes have just as much fallout. They do not have this much fallout. They have fallout, not this much. Girl, this palette is a mess. Literally, figuratively, all around the board. The palette's a bust. But again, if you love it, buy it. If you don't, then don't. If you got it and you're enjoying it, then enjoy it. And don't feel bad about that whatsoever. I personally don't, and I'm not going to feel bad about it either. There's just a lot of makeup coming out, and there's a lot of makeup out already. And I just think there's too many options for this palette. So, that's my opinion on it, and I'm going to say it. So that is it. I feel like that was a lot of products that I talked about. But we just had to get the cat out of the bag and let you guys know the tea on makeup and what is not working for me. I love you guys to death. Also, I have a big back to school video coming to you guys hot, so hang tight for that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat to keep up with my daily life and see what's happening. And I will see you all in my next video. Subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye. Yelly.